Hey, American contractors, viewers of the American Contractor Show. I'm here with John Dye at Win the Storm, and I have to tell you, anyone that is associated with American Contractor Show, you are a badass.
Big shout out to American Contractor Show. If you don't know, you definitely need to check out the Storm Summit. They're doing it in excellence. Check them out.
Hey, what's up? This is your friend, Francisco Serrano. If you haven't checked it out, American Contractor Show, YouTube channel, Facebook channel, Twitter, Instagram, all the platforms, you need to go them, like them, start learning about your craft.
Hey, I'm Matt Danskin with Restoration Referral System. Check out the American Contractor Show. The truck that they've got is awesome. Everything else that they have going on.
This is Larry Bache with the Merlin Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Merlin Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
What's up, everybody? I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers, bringing you guys your daily hail forecast, sponsored as always by C3 Group, Merlin Law Group, and American Contractor. Thanks again to them for making these videos possible. So for today, we're into our second biggest storm event of 2021. So I'm sure you guys have some ideas of the ones we haven't covered yet. So we're going to talk about that first. And then after that, we're going into the roofing forecast. That cold front has moved off of the East Coast now. So we're in that cool, stable air across most of the country right now. So we're going to take a look at what the weather's going to be like for Denver, Dallas, and OKC into tomorrow for your roofing conditions. And then after that, we're taking a peek at what our next severe weather chances could be, looking like maybe the middle of next week. So we're going to break down the pattern for you guys on that. But before all of our weather, we've got our upcoming events here. So the first of these is going to be the 2022 Highway to Hail dates. So if you guys are new and don't know, we do a forecast event talking about what your severe weather is going to look like across the country, the timing of that, the impacts of that. So we're going to break all of that down in the following cities here through the next few weeks. So if you guys are in anywhere near Dallas, Denver, Chicago, Orlando, or Nashville, you guys can come see us. We'll talk a little bit about what the weather is going to be like in your area for 2022. Then after that, we have the One Industry, One Model event. This is at the Marriott DFW Westlake in Dallas, Texas, and that's going to be on the 28th. You guys can come see Jen Silver talk a little bit about how roofing and the claim industry is being affected by, or how I guess the claim industry is affecting roofing. Talk a little bit about that with Jen. Yeah, okay. So yes, if you guys want to learn a little bit about that, Jen Silver's awesome, so she's going to be talking a little bit about that, again, on February 28th in the Dallas area. So then, moving into our 2021 top 10 severe storms. So this is number 2. This was the December 10th, 2021 tornado outbreak. This was particularly hard hitting as a Kentuckian as this moved through the southwest part of Kentucky as well as the northwest part of Tennessee here from Arkansas. We had an extremely long track tornado. This was the 9th longest track tornado in history. Impacted Mayfield, Kentucky, specifically hit them really hard, as well as Dawson Springs. And it traveled over 166 miles. So crazy long-lived, very intense EF4 tornado that occurred on this day. But we also had a few other tornadoes that moved through the area as well, causing $3.9 billion in damage. This is the deadliest and biggest outbreak ever in December. Over 70 tornadoes spun up overnight from December 10th through December 11th. 2 of those were EF4s. One of those EF4s was the Mayfield tornado. Over 90 people, or I guess 90 people died in this outbreak. So very impactful across the Ohio River Valley states. Really, truly heartbreaking event as this moved through, but it was very damaging, very impactful to a lot of the people out there. And they're still working on getting back on their feet. So if you guys are out in the Kentucky area and are able to help, make sure to head out there and try to get them, again, back on their feet as they continue to recover from this. So that puts this at our number 2 most impactful storm of 2021. Now moving into yesterday for our storm reports. So we did have a little bit of active weather and some more tornadoes for you guys down in the southeast. So scooching on over here. We had all these wind reports that went all the way from Mississippi into North Carolina and Kentucky here, so quite a span of damaging winds that passed through. Particularly Mississippi and Alabama got hit pretty hard last night, got some severe hail through the area, as well as a couple tornadoes. One of those passed just northwest of the Birmingham metro, and one passed just southeast of the Birmingham metro. So they fortunately cleared those tornado swaths into yesterday, but we did get a couple of those that dropped through Alabama, and then severe winds that went all the way through into New England, through late last night into early this morning, and then finally, again, that cold front is off the coast. So it should be clear weather for you guys into this Friday and Saturday as we wait for it to heat up a little bit again and get back into that typical spring weather. And we're starting to see that pattern get more frequent here. So just waiting on that next pattern. So again, here's our current conditions. Clear, dry, after that cold front moved through. You can kind of see it continuing to push off of the coast here, and there's the remnants of that frontal system as it's moving off of Maine and off of Canada here. We've got that cloud cover out ahead of it, but again, for the rest of us, should be clear and quiet for today. There it is again, down through the southeast, 44 degrees in Atlanta, 82 in Miami. So you guys are pretty much the only warm folks in the country today. The rest of us are going to be sitting in the 30s and 40s across the Central Plains, 41 up in New York. So pretty chilly day. Again, sunny and clear though, so that should help us into Saturday for those roofing conditions. Not a whole lot to talk about in terms of severe weather for today. We do have a high wind warning in effect for the Rocky Mountain front through Montana. Could get gusts up to 70 with that. We already have been seeing some high wind gusts through the area this morning. Wind advisory here, and then another high wind warning through the central part of North Dakota here, with again gusts up to 65 miles an hour, so severe wind gusts with that. And then ahead of that, we got some snow. Snow combined with wind gives us a blizzard warning through North Dakota and Minnesota here, so could get 1 to 2 inches of snow accumulation with that, and that's going to be blowing snow, so just make sure that if you're traveling, you know that visibility is going to be very reduced with that, and then we could get some snow accumulation as well. And then we've got our winter weather advisories here through the northern part of Minnesota and northern part of Wisconsin. Could get up to 3 inches of snow accumulation with that, with wind gusts up to 45 miles an hour. So not severe at that point, but again, still could blow that snow around and make your travel pretty difficult if you're in northern Minnesota or Wisconsin. So you guys know the drill. When we talk about winter weather, we usually have no severe hail expected for us for today. So not going to see a whole lot of damaging wind or severe hail into today as we wait again for that next low pressure system to move through and stir up any heat and humidity that we can get into the next few days here. Again, thanks to C3 Group for making our hail forecasts possible. But we're going to shift here into tomorrow. Still no severe hail expected, just waiting again for that pattern to start to become more favorable. And we'll take a look at the end of the week here, but since we are getting into today and tomorrow, I want to go over your roofing forecast for Denver, Dallas, and OKC. Should be beautiful across all three, sunny and clear. Starting our day off in the low 40s by noon, working our way up into the mid 50s by the early afternoon into the evening hours, and then dropping back down into the upper 30s by the overnight hours. But again, should be clear, sunny, beautiful conditions for you guys out in Denver, so can get on some of those roofs out there. Same story for Dallas, same story for Oklahoma City here. So in Dallas, you guys are starting out in the upper 50s by noon and getting into the 60s by the afternoon, and then dropping down again into the mid 40s by the overnight hours. So again, should be beautiful conditions for you guys in Dallas. Then finally, our neck of the woods in OKC here. We're going to hit the upper 50s for our high for tomorrow, and then working our way again into the mid 40s by the overnight hours. But again, sunny and clear for us here in OKC. Denver, Dallas, same story. So hopefully, as we wait for that severe weather to return, you guys can at least get out on some roofs and get some good work done. So now, moving into our next severe weather patterns. You guys have seen this over the past couple of days, but we're going to keep talking about it here. So we have our current low pressure system that moved off the coast here, and that's what caused all that severe weather over the past couple of days. And then we're waiting for a second trough to move through into the middle part of next week as that continues to track eastward. We get the second system that's getting ready to come through, and there it is on Monday, starting to dip through the Rocky Mountain region. And then we've got all this heat and all this humidity that's continuing to move up from the Gulf Coast up into the Central Plains and the Southeast. And then once those two systems finally collide, that's when we start to see some chances for severe weather. So we're going to want to keep an eye on this system as this trough swings through. That's going to be our next chance for our severe potential, and that's going to be on Wednesday of next week. So going to wait a few days for that weather to pick up back again, but we are moving into March. And so the weather does tend to get a little bit more active this time of year. Make sure you guys follow us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Hit See First on Facebook so you never miss one of our live videos so we can keep you updated on all your weather chances. And then if you want to get in contact with us, you can call us at 855-334-4245. You can also email us if you'd rather at info@hailtrace.com, or check out our website, hailtrace.com, for more details on who we are and what we do. And we will keep you updated as always. But for now, I'm meteorologist Andrea Myers. Thanks for watching.